Hi guys, it's Enny, aka the Knock Trader, your friendly neighborhood swing trader, back again with another video. It's the 14th of April 2019, and I'm giving you another technical analysis report where I go through all of the stocks that I'm watching for this week in my watch list. Let's get straight into the video. You know what I'm going to ask you to do next? Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that button, the subscribe button, and hit the alert button to get alerts on all my new videos. I've also got a mailing list where you can, in the description section below, just click the link to the mailing list and you'll get first access to my training course that I'm creating for beginner traders. You get free access to that and priority access, and you also get an update of my watch list of the stocks I'm trading and how I'm doing, and updates on whenever any new videos come out first. I also have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at the Knock Trader on all social media platforms. And yeah, just go through to these sites. I'm trying to get my followers up on these social media platforms. I'm doing pretty well on Instagram and doing alright on Twitter as well. So let's just get these likes and subscribes on these channels. Let's get straight into the video now. Enough with the plug-in. So I've got a list of stocks that I'm going to go through. I'm going to start with BAE Systems. That was my pick of the month, and so was SLA, and they've been doing pretty well, doing exactly how I thought they'd do. There's not really much analysis I can do on it past. It's just been rising and rising, so I'm pretty happy with it so far. On the daily chart, yeah, it's just been rising. It plateaued for a bit, but it made a lot of gains over time. I remember I entered at 477, and it's currently at 507. So that's a good 30 pips that it's created over that time that I've traded it. And I still got room for much more growth. I can see it going up some more. So it's just a waiting game now. From what I can see, the last time it made the same movement, once it got to about this line, it took quite a long time to make the gains that it needed to make. So don't expect it to make the gains that it made last week, which was like 20 something pips in a couple of days. I think moving forward, when it from 507 to about 540, it's going to take maybe 2 weeks, even longer, because if you look at this previous time frame before, when it got to around here, it took a month to go another 22 pips after taking a week to go about 22 pips. So let that just be, if anyone's in that trade, you might have to just wait it out for a bit, because it might take some time before it carries on making gains. Another thing to look at is the fact that once it got to like a really high point on the MACD, so here it's at 9.6, that's when it started plateauing and taking a while to make gains, and it's doing the same here. It's nearly at the height that it was before, and it's crossed over. So as you can see, the MACD here, it's crossed over to negative territory, but it's still above, and it's doing the same here. It's also, the RSI is also overbought. It's overbought here. That doesn't necessarily mean that the price is going to go down. It just means that it may take a longer time to hit my 520, 530 price target, but you can wait it out when you're the winner. Next one is SLA. SLA is doing great. I entered at 265. It was making some great gains, and it sold off a bit, but that was expected, because as you can see here, there's this line here that's kind of like a bed. Let me delete this line as well. I don't know what this line's for. Yeah, so there's this line is acting as almost like a support. There's no real resistance line that I can identify at this moment. Potentially this could be the resistance line. Yeah, it could be a ascending wedge. So I could go from here to here, something like that, potentially. Yeah, it could be ascending wedge. So with that being said, this is a predictive line. I'm not sure if this is actually true, so I'll make it dotted. But yeah, so it hit the support, and now it's making highs again and climbing back up. I initially had it so that I thought it was going to reach 300 here, but that was quite ambitious, so I could delete that. But I still think it's going to reach 300 eventually. It's just that it's ebbing and flowing. So just hold that position, really. Next week it's going to make more gains. I think it's going to break out of this, consolidate, and then carry on going up. or it could potentially just hit here, come back down support, hit here, and then eventually break out. But I do expect it to break out to the upside, mainly because if you look on the daily chart, it's a pivotal point here now where the 180-day simple moving average is acting as a support now. It stopped being a resistance, it's acting as a support now, and the price action hit it at the 180-day simple moving average, and now this is where it's gonna start making high highs and keep climbing. So this is SLA is doing pretty well, and I can see it just having a couple more green days this week coming forward. JetBlue, American airline JetBlue. I found this one very interesting because I'm actually making a video on double bottom and double tops to add to my chart pattern video series. Link in the top right hand corner. If it's not there yet, then I haven't made it, but if it's there, then click on it if you want to see a video about how to trade double tops, double bottoms. In this case, I'd kind of call this, maybe I won't call it triple bottom because this line isn't parallel, but at least it's a double bottom, or it could even be a head and shoulders, depending on how you inverted head and shoulders, depending on how you look at it. But either way, whether it's inverted head and shoulders or double bottom, or if you see it as a triple bottom, if you want to kind of discount this as like a false breakout, I feel that this is going to start breaking out to the upside soon, based off of the fact that it's hit this line a couple of times and it's not broken out of it. It was making a descending channel pattern before, and now it's this 1575 region has become like a strong support, and it looks like it's going to make high highs. I can see it breaking out. I want to set an alert on this line. If it breaks out, what I want to see it do is break out, consolidate on this line, then carry on making highs. So when it breaks out, don't enter yet, wait for it to hit the line, and that would be a great entry point. Buy it in the long, set the stop loss just below this resistance line, and then just see it make high highs and climb up. So this is what I'm watching, JetBlue. Another one is ASOS. If you see my videos from January, you know that I've been stalking ASOS for months, and I said it was going to go back to £40, and god damn it, I'm right. I was right. I knew it. It's weird because ASOS is a weird one. They've actually been getting lots of bad fundamental news, but the price is still going up. As I said, I still think the price was way too discounted for the type of company it is, even though it's not doing well on the fundamental side where it keeps missing profit targets. For some reason, price is going up. So, but yeah, I said it was going to make its way back to £40, and it looks like it's started making its way. I pretty much missed the entry, so now I'm just watching it for my own amusement. But I did tell you that in the last video, I think it was, that when it broke out, it consolidated on this line, and that was where you would want to enter. If you got really eager and entered here because you had FOMO, you don't want to miss the rest of this move, you would have had to spend maybe a day or two in the red, and then the next 2 days maybe trying to break even before it's climbing now. But now I think it's smooth sailing. It's going to go all the way to £40 without really much more retracement, because it's already retraced back to this line. Yeah, so that's it really. I think this move has been missed. If one of you saw my last video and I said now this would be a great place to enter, if any of you entered there, you would have made 333 pips. So if you put £1 per pip, 333 pips in 2 days. So that's £350 easy in 2 days. That's not bad if you put £1 per pip. Yeah, so I still think it's going to go all the way. That's another 250 pips that you can potentially gain in a couple of days to get back to £40. But I'd say take your profit just below £40, because this is going to be a point where a lot of people who have maybe bought the dip might want to cash out. So there might be a bit of a sell-off at £40. So I'd say take your profits just below £40 so that you don't get caught on the resistance and it might break down again. So that's just a word of warning. I try not to take profits at round numbers because a lot of people will take profits at round numbers. So if you do that, then you might find yourself taking it maybe lower than you should have if it sells off. Next one is Crocs. Crocs, again is that bed is still staying true to that support. That support line that I drew, that dotted one. I don't think it needs to be dotted anymore. I think it needs to be solid because it seems that it's a genuine support line. The price action has just been lingering above it, but I think it's going to start climbing. Why I think that is because of the MACD. Now, if you look at the MACD, it's kind of gone up, come down, and it looks like it's arching on its way up to start making its way up again. And if you see this line, it's arching on its way up. So that's kind of why I think it's going to start making a kind of a strong move to the upside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the volume. I'm going to add the volume chart to it because I want to see what volume looks like, because I think that will be a help to tell. Where's volume? Okay, here. So volume's pretty mediocre at the moment, but I'd expect to see kind of a spike in volume. Not necessarily like this or like this, but like I want to see it ramp up a little bit because I feel like it's on the path to getting a big move up. It might be a big move up, maybe something like this. So nothing crazy, maybe something like this area here. But this is all speculation right now, and it's not really strong technical analysis on my part. So I'm just gonna watch and wait. And if I see a big move, I might put some skin in it. Maybe enter here and set stop loss just below here. But it's not the strongest trade in my watch list right now. So it probably won't get traded by me because if I see better opportunities anywhere else. But I'm gonna have it on record that I still think this is gonna climb up, and I think this. The support would be at 2550 if I was to enter. Once again, 180 simple moving average just acting as a support and climbing, so that's kind of adding to my belief that it's the price is going to carry on climbing. Loma was a stock I was watching a while back when it was making an ascending channel pattern, but I plotted this line because I saw that once again triple top, same as triple bottom. This resistance was respected. It was a strong resistance and it was respected once, 2, 3 times, and then it made a major sell-off that broke this ascending channel pattern. But there's chance of recovery, and I can see that because the 180-day simple moving average is flatlined. And look at this MACD. This MACD this is a beautiful MACD. This is the type of MACD I like to see, where it's negative territory curving up and about to intersect and cross over into positive territory. It's already had a huge gains on Friday, and RSI is climbing up as well. All of this is telling me that it looks like it's going to start climbing again, maybe recover what it lost around this period. So Loma is one of the ones I'm really watching with a keen eye, because I think that even though it spiked here, this is just the beginning. There's more to this movement. It might retest this line again, or it might just go up to the old support line of the ascending channel pattern and then come down again. Who knows? But I still think at the least minimum there's a movement to this line. So that's what I'd say Loma is vying for now. It's climbed already 46 pips in just on Friday. Expect on Monday for some more green candlesticks from Monday. So yeah, Loma's one that I'm watching. 180 simple average flatlined. Sorry, 180-day simple moving average. I've been told that I speak too fast sometimes. So yeah, it has flatlined, and I think the MACD and RSI all show positive signs that it could be climbing some more next week. So Loma is one to watch. Now DAX. Now last week, sometimes you get it wrong. Okay, sometimes we get it wrong. Last week I said, DAX is going to sell off. Did not do that. Sold off a little bit and then it climbed back up. I was wrong. Yeah, I was wrong. Lost some money. What happens? It happens. But yeah, now I've changed my position. When the information changes, you change your mind. It looks like it's going to climb and break out of the ascending channel pattern, and possibly even break my resistance line that I thought it was gonna hit and then recoil down. So either way, I'm gonna wait to see what happens when it hits this resistance line, and that will dictate what action I take. I may not take any action but we'll see. It looks like it's going to the upside. It looks like it's gonna climb some more. Yeah, from DAX, that's kind of all my analysis. I truly thought it was going to break down to the downside, because on the 4-hour chart it just looked primed for like a retracement, but it wasn't meant to be, and it started making high highs. So yeah, it could break out there to the upside. But either way, DAX has a lot of times it can make big swings to the downside even if it's going up. So if you to enter this, it wouldn't be, I don't think entering here would be the best price to enter. You'd want to wait for it to retrace back to somewhere near the 15 days the 15-day exponential moving average, so you can get a better position to go long if you were to go long. But I'm still licking my wounds for that last trade, so I might not go long. I'll just wait it out and see what happens. But yeah, that's my technical analysis report for today. Yeah, I just covered a couple of stocks. I'm gonna keep doing them, try and do at least 3 a week. Had a little bit of a hiatus. I won't call it a hiatus. My last one was last Wednesday. I went to Italy for the weekend for my friend's wedding, and it was a great time. So I didn't have time to record, but I'm back and I'm refreshed. So Knock Trader signing out. Bye.